That is creamy. Wow. So, welcome to today's video. We are hanging out in Khun Yuam. This is a place in Ma Hong Son. This is a district right between Ma Sariang and the main town of Ma Hong Son. This is a great place to spend at least one day in the mountains. We are going to take you for a mountain tour, just a little tour, and then I have a little surprise. I really hope that they are still in business because it has been a few years, but actually the first trip that Lee and I ever took together was a motorbike trip on the Ma Hong Son Loop. That time was clockwise. This time we are going in the opposite direction, so Pai was the first day, and then we went through Ma Hong Son town, and now we are on the third day, Khun Yuam. This is a great place to stop, and I hope to share with you just, a top recommendation for a little place that you will not forget. It's going to be a great day. Thank you for hanging out with us. I'm going to get back to this latte, this glowing green scenery around us. It is noon, it is time for lunch, but latte first. Okay, what's up? Welcome to Khun Yuam. We are here at a place selling food from Nakhon Si Thammarat. Welcome to lunch. ครับได้ครับ Let's get inside.
ได้เลยค่ะกับข้าวมาดูกับข้าวก่อนก็ได้ค่ะวันนี้ครับมีน้ำพริกกะปิค่ะน้ำพริกกะปิค่ะมีทุกโต๊ะเลยค่ะ
Oh man.
Oh, I remember you're so
เอาเต็ม
spicy.
มาดูก็เอาทุกอย่างอ่ะเอาถ้วยละ20ถ้าว่าเอาเต็มนี่30ค่ะ
Okay, Tim. I'm in front of a little glass case of happiness. I have been here one time before. This is great.
นะคะอันนี้แกงเทโพนะคะมีปลาต้มส้มนะคะแล้วก็แกงไตปลานี่กินเป็นไหม
เก่งจัดมากินเป็นอยู่
เป็นอยู่นะคะได้เลยค่ะเดี๋ยวนะคะน้องรอแป๊บนึงนะคะเดี๋ยวจะอันไหนเผ็ดที่สุดค่ะพี่แกงไตปลานะคะพี่โดนแล้วก็มีแกงเผ็ดปลาดุกนะคะ
It smells so good too. So it's son, mom working together. Oh, he loves maps. We were talking about geography. I even still remember that. Okay, let's go sit down. Dude, I love this place. Oh man, such good memories from being here. It's so cool that her son is still here because, he could do other things. This was like 7 years ago that we met. And he's still so friendly. He still wants to talk about where we come from, what we're up to. He was looking at this map and naming countries in Africa, which is just so cool. Okay. So, mom has brought out the first dishes. This one, you can see the morning glory, you can see the pork, and you can see the morning glory takes on like a yellow tinge from the turmeric. There's like a thickness that comes from the sap of the morning glory. Compared to the rest, that's like a mild curry, but it is still spicy. Let's try just the curry on its own. You can see how thick it is. A lot of coconut milk in there. A lot of turmeric. You can see the morning glory is colored yellow by how much turmeric in there. The pork is nice and firm. Some lean pork, which I appreciate. Okay. Why wait? This is my favorite dish. Let's go into this one. Kuah is like a dry fry. Gling is like to wrap or roll something. So this is pork with shreds of bai makru, which is kaffir lime. Almost always going to be minced pork like that. Kuah gling is going to be one of the most spicy, normal dishes that you'll ever have in Thailand. I love the kuah gling curry. Oh man. So even though it's dry like that, it is still definitely a curry. They just don't add a lot of water or coconut milk. It's been a while since I've had this. Very spicy. the shreds of kaffir lime just add so much to that, even texture to that also. Oh man, yeah. So there are chilies pounded into that, which is why it's so spicy. You can still taste like the sourness that comes from the fresh chilies. Wonderful. The rice is very hot, very soft, by the way. A tiny intermission, but with some serious amounts of fire from South Thailand. This is NamPrik, a chili mash. NamPrikKapi. Kapi is the shrimp paste. So you can see it's red from the chilies, but also from the dried shrimp. So these are free. This also is free, and he brought all of this, but if you manage to eat all of this, you can go and get more. So you just take some onto your plate, and then set it to the side. Okay, going for the fun one. This is a Thai eggplant. Makkua pok. Makkua pok. A very fun word to say. And listen, I think this is why it's called pok. It's both very sweet and very bitter. Now let's make it very, very spicy. You almost have to like warm up before going for something that's that hot. Wow. I'm happy. And I immediately can't talk.
Remember the last time I cried?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That was this one. Okay. Yeah, that's, oh, it's glorious. It's very sour besides it being so spicy, but man, there's a lot of chilies in it. It's also salty. But yeah, spice is the number one thing of that. Wow. That is legit spicy. Maybe after that dish you want something sweet, so here you go. The sweet pork. Mo wan is another dish popular in southern Thailand. So it is cooked with sugarcane sugar, very common in the south, and it's a fatty pork. So that's why the serving size is not very much. It is super rich. You probably should eat it with rice, and it will calm down the chili fire, that's for sure. Oh man. So garlicky and so sweet. That is a soothing dish of pork. Wow. Yeah, I'm sweating right here already. That is legit. That's such a great balance to have, like, really spicy with the fresh veg and then the sweet pork as well. Wow. She is super busy. She only has 4 tables and they've been full the whole time. People are waiting and then just switching with the table. And we've only been here like 10 minutes. Okay, keep it going. Next up, gang kalam. I'm just gonna call it by the ingredients in there. Gang kalam sai hai. Simple turnip also. It's a simple, very thick stew. Everything soft inside. Cabbage, mushrooms, maybe just cabbage, green cabbage. And this is also one of the few dishes that she has that's not spicy. So this one, the flavor is all about the umami. The soup broth is really thick. Oh man. Okay, so can you zoom in on that broth? Because it is so rich. The broth is so thick. Man. Just pure comfort. All of these are... It's literally like food that is exciting. Every flavor, I mean, that's classic South Thai food. Every flavor is like just boom, 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 right? If it's spicy, it's super spicy. If it's sour, the curry are rich. The soup, this one is thick with umami. This one is thick with coconut milk. Oh man. And don't let the fire calm down. Okay, so my sweat has broken, so I'm ready to continue. The next dish, this, another classic Southern Thai curry. This is called cumin curry. So, bai ra, bai yira, gang bai yira, but they call it gang bai la. Huge chunks of catfish, and it's a pretty simple curry. You can see the Thai eggplants. The thing that I just ate, that's the eggplant that's in the curry. Wow. And then you gotta also do a little bit of dissecting. Learn your fish. What's that class called? My brain is at a loss here. Anatomy. Learn your fish anatomy for the day. So catfish have a bone up here at the top of the spine. As you cut the central backbone, the bones at the top will come away with it. Sometimes it's helpful to have another plate, but if you don't, you can just set it on the side like that. So the stomach is here. That's not going to have any bones in it, but you got to check that there's not a lateral bone also. So, oh man, you can just see how thick the catfish skin is. That is a big chunk of catfish. So, chew gently. They just do everything with mega flavor here. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, the stomach section is so bouncy. The skin, but also just that little bit of belly fat. Oh, it's amazing. Oh my gosh. Last but not least, this could also be a runner-up for the spiciest dish on the table. I mean, I know this is killer spicy, but this might be, if you want to just pick one dish in all of Thailand that's going to be the spiciest, it's either som tam or Kaeng Tai Pa. And it is full of veggies and full of fish viscera. The name comes from the fact that it's made with fish kidney, but it also has fish meat in it. Tai Pa also has a great aroma to it. The pumpkin is so sweet, but the nomai, the bamboo, the young bamboo is where it's at with that dish. And it is spicy too, but no, can't compare. That thing is nuclear. A little bit bitter. A lot of the vegetables still have the skin on them, so there's a bitterness. Oh man, it's so good. Wonderfully pungent for sure, but oh, that's a winner. Okay, going back for a re-up already. It's just so quality. It is on fire, but it's just so quality. Wow. And then once you're warmed up just a little bit, you can take just a little bit more and just eventually there is like a chili high for sure. And I'm like quite cool right now. The sweat on my brow is there, but my body is like quite cool and also excited. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, babe.
ของน้องเอาไก่พะโล้2ใบนะคะกับปลาทู1ตัวได้แล้วค่ะเดี๋ยวเอาให้เลยค่ะ
Sorry, today I'm not available.
พี่โดนมาขอลูกเอาปลาทูให้น้องตัวนึงตรงนี้พี่โดนเป็น
Is it the orange fish or the mackerel? The one with the head like this? Okay. พี่ครับข้าวขาเจียวด้วยครับ
ไข่เจียวกี่ฟอง
two big two น้ำมันน้อยไหม
Thank you Thank you man
Oh, wow. So one thing that I do with Southern Thai food also is I have dessert. And when you are halfway through the meal, you order that dessert. It's an egg, it's an omelet, and you can eat it with this. So it's a spicy, comforting, oily, wonderfully rich dessert. Just a little bit different than what you might think.
ต้องบอกช้อนกลางลืมค่ะ I cried very hard for the last time for this. I don't trust them. I don't trust how spicy they tell me. I said, I can eat spicy. Yeah, it's no problem. And then I cry. Just so spicy, but you cannot live alone. You have to eat it.
It is so good
The last time I eat them like one spoon, then eat them. Now I know, just this. Enough.
It's good, right? It's so good to have like the super spicy sour, but then with the sweet,
Sweet.
right? It's so good.
Healthy.
Yeah, those come. That's such a fun.
Maybe last time we come here, they sell out. I didn't have this one.
Thank you so much man
Dessert has arrived. There is nothing as comforting as an omelet with the fresh veg and that nuclear NamPrikKapi dip.
Because they are so sweet. Don't just eat it.
Yeah
Your rice friend will help you to mix it.
Someone at the table over there is laughing at her friend for how spicy it is. Her friend is crying
Yeah.
over there. That's awesome.
I cried the last time because I don't trust them. Now I have lesson.
It's like so rich, right? But there's no meat. It's just so thick with flavor though.
From the mushroom.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Or the mushrooms, the flavor mixed on the soup, like everything just covered by the mushroom. They're so spicy and good. I like it.
Okay, because it's so hot, so fresh, I can't wait. I'm going straight to dessert. I'll be back for some more dishes, but just gotta go straight for dessert. That omelet, that's it, just a 2-egg omelet. I asked him go easy on the oil. It's just such a combo with more NamPrikKapi. Oh yeah, Lee switched it on us. I'm sure they have to re-up these bowls of NamPrikKapi like every hour because people are just coming just for this. Even if they don't know it yet, they are coming for that. And just now, there was a young lady at the table over there. She was laughing at her friend because her friend is crying because of this. I don't know if you heard that. So I wouldn't be surprised if this place is locally famous for spicy food, you know?
The people keep coming, the table are never ending.
It's incredible. Yeah. Every seat is full, and there are still people sitting on, slightly jealous, in front of the restaurant, sitting on their motorbikes. Dessert. And you can mix it, of course, with any other curry. That omelet just goes good with everything. Omelet and rice is like a secret, not so secret comfort food of Asia. So you take a huge spoon of that. Maybe something fresh, like a cucumber. Cannot be beat. No way. So I've been basically taking a scoop of NamPrikKapi, a scoop of the next dish, rice, vegetable, eat, blow my nose, and then do it all again. It's like the mucous membranes are just on their limit, and so is my happiness. It's at its limit. This is just incredible. And as each table gets up, you know, all Thai food is not ridiculously spicy. It's just South Thai food in general is more spicy than other regions. But even in the South, there's still, like this dish is not even spicy at all. Actually, it's very sweet. And this one is very soothing, you know, very comforting. No, not even one chili in either of these dishes. But also, Thai people, not all Thai people love crazy spicy food, but of course there are a few who do love, you know, even way more spicy than me. So it's fun to see groups of people coming here for lunch, you know, if they're coworkers or if it's like a whole family, but you know, 5 or 6 people at a time. And when they get up, you'll notice like clearly 2 or 3 of them love spicy food and they are so satisfied and they just have that glowing smile on their face. And then their coworkers or the other people in their family who don't love crazy hot, they're just like a little bit in shock, just like floating away, like, oh, what just happened? But they still kept eating, all of them together still kept eating. So it just shows you, yeah, even though it is spicy, like Lee said, you just can't stop eating.
So spicy but cannot stop.
So Lee, this is her strategy.
It's so spicy but cannot stop. Yeah. Spicy and very good with all other food mixed together.
All of these dishes are delicious. I am now starting round 2. Again, the gang typo. Don't have this too much. I've only had it a few times. It's also a very simple dish, just focusing on the quality of the KrangPrikKapi, the curry paste that's at the bottom of that. So there's a Thai morning glory and a Chinese morning glory. This is the Chinese one. The stock is very thick, and it is so thick that it brings sap into the dish, and you can really taste like the texture of that sap in the curry broth. It's so comforting. So yeah, I'm using that description for so many of the dishes, but these are just comforting flavors, even through the spice. There's so much richness as well. It is genius how southern Thailand can create such maximum strong flavors, but also still be food that it just keeps you coming back. It just addicts you and it attracts you forever after you know just the depth of flavor and the exotic combos like this dish, just crazy once you get to know what's in it. The simplicity of this, and then yeah, just a simple chili mash with an omelet, but all in all, it is like ideal to have this food for lunch in Thailand. Hope you are enjoying these dishes with me. Hope you are excited sometime, even just to try new food around where you live, but also just trying to show you how the regional cuisines of Thailand are so different. There are 4 main regions of Thailand. So this is food from the south. We are up here in Ma Hong Son. Cheers to you for a great lunch. After lunch, we are going to get back up to the mountains, but for now, I'm going to get to finishing these dishes. I'll see you in about an hour. See you soon.
This is all my effort.
I didn't drink any water yet. For me, rice and vegetables cool me down much more than cold water. Thank you, sure. Thank you. This dish number 5, almost done. A little bit of dish number 6, and then I have the last bite of my omelet. And then the other 4 dishes done.
See here, half gone. And then, come. They're so tasty. They are mine. 1, 2. Taking hot to show my.
And we outlasted the whole lunch rush. Now we are the only ones here.
Yes. So maybe
Like
we can
at least 50 people ate lunch while we were here.
we can take this on the back also.
เอานี่แม่ได้ละขอกันไกลหน่อย
What is that?
แต่งเป็น
จะทำอะไร
เป็นจะติดสกอตเทปค่ะผ่าขึ้น
คนก็มือไม้สั่นเนาะอุ้ยนั่นขาดแล้วลูก
We're gonna get back in the car. Might be looking for a coffee shop to combat this wonderful feeling of relaxation, but also maybe lapsing into sleepiness, which I don't need on a road trip. So coffee might be necessary. He should open a coffee shop, knowing that people feel like this when they're leaving this restaurant. Okay.
210 บาทค่ะ
ค่ะขอบคุณค่ะ
ค่ะ
So together 210
What ถูกมากครับ
ค่ะ
Oh, this is like 20 ใช่ไหม
ไม่ใช่
อันนี้20
no yes
ใช่ไหม Okay.
yes 20 บาทนั่นมาไป
Okay. Yes, 20 บาท
20 baht each
Man. ถูกใจมากพอใจมาก
thank you นะ see you
Oh man, that is so good. So good that they are still in business. Of course, I mean, as we saw, you don't need to worry about their business. Everyone loves them. But it's just great to talk to him. Oh man. Oh yeah. Everything good. Oh wow.
Yeah
And more good to come. Oh yeah, and a snack. Oh,
Chiang Mai snack where you want me put Okay I will have a lot of NamPrik in Chiang Mai